Hi, this is Christian de la Huerta with Soulful Power, and we're going to speak about the Women and Power retreat. And I'll tell you where I was inspired to do that, what drives that retreat. And it's a deep conviction that the single most important thing that needs to happen in our world is the empowerment of women. And that we can connect that issue to all the other issues that we face as a species. When women are in 50% of power, we'll have a very different relationship to war and peace and poverty and hunger and how we treat the environment. So for me, the empowerment of women is really ultimately about our own survival as a species for all of us. So over the course of a weekend, we will share powerful teachings about power, what power is, what it isn't, the ways that we have confused ourselves about power, what are some of the misconceptions about power that have resulted in us having an ambivalent relationship with power, to say the least. And often we reject it because we're afraid that we might abuse it. So we begin to look at power in a different way. The retreat is attended, I do offer it for other groups, and I do offer it for general audience, but in particular, I also offer it for women for the reason that I was talking about, that I want to create a safe environment in which women can be with each other and relate to this issue of power in a different way. So we begin to disassociate with worldly power, the ways that the world sees and relates to power. So power that we tend to associate with externals, things that are outside of us, how much money you have, fame, political status, religious hierarchy, all the things that we tend to associate with power, but because they're outside of us, they're fickle. They're here today, gone tomorrow. The kind of power that we're talking about when we speak of soulful power is power that comes from within, power that is inherent to each one of us and that no one can give it to us and nobody can take it away. And it's power that's humble, has nothing to prove. It just is. And power that is not hierarchical, that doesn't require for me to push anybody down, step on them, squelch them in order to prop myself up and feel powerful. So power that is more power with rather than power over. So over the course of the weekend, we will look at power from a conceptual basis, and we will do multiple breathwork sessions. And little by little, we begin identifying and removing some of the ways in which we have given our power away. We begin to understand, is it in certain patterns of relationship? Do we tend to give our power away in personal, intimate, romantic and sexual relationships? Or are we more inclined to give our power away in relationship to people with authority figures, parents and bosses and ministers and that kind of thing? So we understand the source of it, the ambivalence where we reject it, the patterns, and then we begin to go deeper and deeper within and dissolve some of the fears, some of the obstacles, some of the ways that we have taken on to diminish our own power, rejected, play small, to avoid conflict or to avoid shaking the foundation of a relationship too much. But what a price to pay to give our power away. For that illusion of security or illusion of pseudo-love. So please join us. For more information, you can visit soulfulpower.com or you can email info@soulfulpower.com. Thank you, and remember to breathe.